Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wellness Wednesday. So, this morning we will be wrapping up our exercise themed lives. And so, I wanted to take a minute to talk to you guys about one of the options that I have for further accountability and encouragement within the exercise arena. And so, this month for my group coaching, that is what we will be focusing on. And so it is called Movement May. If you haven't seen some of the information about it, we do have, encouragement and Christ-centered accountability. There's daily posts in regards to education. And so we'll be using some of the information from the lives and just going a lot deeper. We will have a week on intentional movement versus exercise. We'll have a week about cardio. We'll have a week about resistance training. And then we'll have a week about, miscellaneous other things that you need to be adding into your exercise routine. And so if that is something that you are interested in, if you want, monthly themed challenges, if you want to be able to meet with me and others on a live Zoom weekly to know that you are gaining accountability, this would be the best way to get that. And so I will link that below, or you can more than welcome to, direct message me and we can chat about what that looks like if you have questions. I know it's so difficult to kind of understand what everybody's offering and, if it's going to be the right fit for you. So feel free. That's what I'm here for, is to be able to answer any questions that you might have, because I don't want you in somewhere that you don't want to be either. So, but with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. So let me see if I can see any comments. I don't see any as of right now. I know I feel like sometimes they show up and then sometimes I get done and I'm like, oh, everybody was commenting and I don't see anything. So if you are here watching the replay, if you'll hashtag or replay for me, that would just make sure everybody can see the lovely goodies that we're going to be talking about today as well. So, okay. So, maintaining a balanced workout routine. Okay. So how many times have you, started cardio or done resistance training and you get to a point that it just falls off of your routine. Okay. So life happens and, that is something that inevitably is going to occur with craziness, right? But what is the thing that keeps you going and doing? Hey, Wendy, how's it going? When you have craziness, when you have the time that gets away from you and exercise seems to be the first thing that goes, okay? So what I will tell you is that you should be committed to your exercise program just like you are committed to your consumption, okay? And so I know a lot of us, this is kind of goes hand in hand. So when we have craziness and life is very hectic, the first thing that goes is, maintain a good exercise routine and maintaining good nutritional habits, okay? And so one of the key things that I have talked about time and again is meal prepping, okay? And so I know some of you guys are rolling your eyes going, oh, I hate meal prepping. But it doesn't have to be crazy intense. I had posted a video about it, this week where literally I just took chicken breast and red potatoes and put them in the Instapot and called it done. I put some frozen broccoli over the top of it and I have a great meal that's going to fuel me for lunch or for dinner, and it's already set to go. Okay. And so the same thing needs to be kind of happening with your exercise routine. And so just like you would meal prep on the weekend, you need to be setting out your plan for the week. Okay. So how many times do we walk into the gym and we go, oh, I don't want to do any of this. Cardio sounds atrocious. I'm so exhausted. I can't think about lifting anything. Maybe I'll just stretch today, right? Okay. And so if you already have a plan of what you are going to do before you walk in the door, you are more likely to accomplish what you have set before you. Okay. So if Mondays are always cardio and abs, Tuesdays are always upper body, you're going to be able to create that routine and be more likely to stay motivated and accountable to yourself, okay? So if this is still very difficult for you, I say maybe you need an accountability partner, right? Or maybe you need to look at some of the group exercise classes that you potentially have at your local gym. And so I know for me, when I have a hard time being motivated, I can walk into those and I can know that I'm going to be pushed further than I can push myself on a day that it's really crazy. Okay. I would also say to be intentional. We talked about this, a few weeks ago in regards to what is your intentional movement, but what is your intentionality in regards to making sure that exercise is a priority. Okay. And so I would have to say, lay out your exercise clothes the morning before, so like the night before you're going to get up and you're going to go to the gym in the morning, lay out your clothes and know what you're already going to wear. It's so much easier to not tell yourself no or to put it off if you already have that small step done. If you're going to go to work and then you're going to do your exercise, pack your bag out the night before. This is a priority, okay? Just like you always prep the coffee pot the night before, right? It's one of those things that you need to prep for success, okay? Also, we want to kind of talk about post-exercise protein. And so these kind of go hand in hand. And so if you are exercising and you're not going to be able to fuel yourself within 30 minutes, 45 minutes max post-exercise, and we're talking about a pretty intense exercise. So 35 to 45 minutes of cardio, or a full body resistance training, some HIIT training, all of those different types of things. If you're having questions with those, go back to the other videos and you can kind of glean a little bit more information on that. But you do want a post-workout protein. So this can be as easy as a protein shake, a scoop of protein. This could be a protein bar. This could be, if you have the ability to have something that was cold, you could do a cheese stick, you could do some lunch meat, you could do something that's quick and easy. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to pull out your chicken breast on the way home, But if you are going to be going home and you are going to be eating within, I'd say 30 to 45 minutes post-workout, then you can go ahead and not have to feel like you have to fuel. But we don't want hours and hours of not fueling after that workout, because we need to be able to have the protein to restore everything back to where it was. The other thing that I wanted to talk about in regards to creating a balanced workout would be stretching, okay? And so I know this is one of the first things that goes. I will be completely honest with you. It's the first thing that goes for me too, when it's like crazy and I've like taxed myself beyond like all measure. Like I just want to go home. I don't want to sit down. I don't want to stretch. And so one of the things that I have found to be good is, if this is you, then the night that you did your exercise, when you come home, everybody gets a little bit of TV time usually, right? Sit down in front of the TV and just stretch. So instead of sitting on the couch, don't let it even be an option for you. Sit down on the floor, stretch, and then when you're done stretching, then you can truly relax on the TV, okay? And so what we're looking for is to hold those stretches somewhere between like 10 to 30 seconds, okay? Just to be able to lengthen those and to be able to stretch them out, and it should help with soreness as well as mobility, okay? Very, very important things. If you really want a torturous device, you can get a foam roller, which will definitely help push out all the soreness. But that is a different series altogether. Rest and recovery, we'll talk a little bit about that. So sometimes the reason why we can't be consistent with an exercise program is because maybe it is unrealistic for us, okay? So we have gone over the last month what our recommendations are for cardio and resistance training. But the thing is, if you're not able to get to the recommendation, does that mean that you shouldn't be doing exercise at all? No. It's okay if you can't do 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardiovascular exercise. That is completely okay. If you can't do that, do what you can, okay? So if 5 days a week, 30 minutes every single day is not feasible for you, well, is 2 days feasible? Can you do 2 days? Can you do 1 day of resistance training, okay? Those are the things that are going to allow you to see success, okay? They might not be the recommendation, and that's okay. Anything that you're doing is better than not doing anything, okay? The other thing is, if we set unrealistic goals, we're always setting ourselves up for failure, unfortunately, okay? And so as much as we want to be able to have a good quality workout experience, If it's not realistic for you to go to the gym 5 days a week, then we need to pull that back and let it be something that you can accomplish. What is realistic for you? Is 2 days realistic for you? Is 1 day realistic for you? Start off small and build from there, okay? I would have to say creating the habit is the most important thing, okay? If you are working out intensely and you are doing at least 5 days, I would say an additional day, if you really want to do something, could be intentional movement, but you need to have at least 1 day of full recovery, okay? 1 day that you are going to be able to enjoy the relaxation of not having to tax your body. It is very important for recovery and for the ability to not tax to injury, okay? So do know that too. Do know that you do not have to kill yourself each and every time that you exercise. We just want it to be something that's routine and habitual, okay? So if you are still needing more in regards to balancing out a workout routine, creating, building, finding accountability, again, know that starting on Sunday, so you only have a few days left, we are doing a challenge in my group coaching for Movement May. So there will be prizes, there will be accountability, encouragement. We will be diving in deeper to how to make cardiovascular training and resistance training be the most efficient for you and where you are in your journey. So thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been a delight, and I will see you guys next Wednesday if I don't see you before. Have a great day.